So you identify in a multitude of ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and you're cultured, you're born American, right? You got this barbecue joint, going for you,
Mm-hmm.
and where does guns come into the play? Like, where does
My
that?
mom and my dad.
Because I remember, I was shit scared of guns.
Yeah. Well, you should. You have every right to be with what happened to you after. He had a situation.
Yeah.
But I grew up around them. My dad loved to hunt. My mom loved to hunt. My nana used to be very outdoorsy, and my mamus are all very outdoorsy. And my nana boo would take my mom, my grandfather would take my mom on shikar hunting with him. Because he always had these posts. He made canals. Like he was in charge of making canals in Pakistan in like rural areas, bringing water to these communities.
Sure.
So he'd go out into these rural areas and then oversee the building of the canals.
Yeah.
And while he's out there, he'd hunt. And so my mom used to hunt with him. So she really liked it. And he gave her a revolver, and she used to sleep with this revolver under her pillow, like she's probably like a young teen.
Yeah.
And so when my parents got married, they used to like to hunt too. And one of my very early memories is it was just me. My brother and sister hadn't been born yet, but we went to West Virginia to go deer hunting. And my one cousin, he lived up in Buffalo, and he drove down just because he heard the rumor that we were going to go shoot stuff.
Yeah.
And so he came down, and I remember we were staying in some motel or shack or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I have this like a lot of really early memories of my dad going hunting and my mom joining him.
Yeah.
Fishing too. My dad is a big fisherman. He's got like 60 fishing rods in a shack.
Yeah.
In a barn behind my parents' house now, and they love being outdoors. And my dad doesn't love eating the meat as much. I clearly got that from my mom, because my mom will eat meat all day and never touch a vegetable.
Okay.
My dad, on the other hand, is a little bit more sparing on the meat and loves his salads.
Right.
So I got that from my mom, I think. The guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you have I'm guessing you have rifles or guns.
I do. I don't have any handguns. I don't. Honestly, it's not that I have anything against them. I think revolvers are very cool.
Yeah.
I just don't feel comfortable holding one. They just don't fit maybe my body type. I haven't found the right gun.
Okay.
But rifles, I grew up, my dad was 8. I was 8 when my dad gave me my first gun.
Yeah.
He gave me a Mossberg 630 12 gauge. It was a big shotgun for a little kid. I was really small.
Would you like fly 5 feet back?
Yeah, it was tough. I remember shooting it and hurting. Like I remember my dad holding my shoulders and making sure I didn't fall backwards.
Yeah. Wow.
But that was a great gun. I still have it.
Wow.
It was my chachu's gun. It was my uncle's gun. When he passed away, he left it to my dad. My dad gave it to me.
Oh wow. So it's like a
sentimental. It's not the best gun in the world. It's not the prettiest gun in the world. I think he bought it in Montgomery Ward for like $100.
Hey, still.
Yeah. Like I don't know if for anybody who remembers what Montgomery Ward is.
It gets passed down. That's tight.
Yeah, so I've got that. Got some older guns. I've got the 1862 Rossi, which is this old. It's this just old gallery Winchester. It shoots 22. It's just something to go ding ding ding, hit the targets.
Yeah, like like a BB gun.
It's not a BB gun. It shoots 22, so it shoots bullets, but
but
very
I don't
small.
know anything about guns.
Oh yeah, they're real tiny little guys. And then I recently got the gun that they used to shoot the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Very proud of that. It took a long time to find.
Yeah.
And I took it out for a spin a couple of weeks ago.
That's that lever action, right?
Yeah, the Marlin 1894 SBL.
Wow.
Big boy.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, if you go on their website, you pull up all their guns and you can look up what animal you want to hunt, right? Are you hunting bear? You're hunting duck? You're hunting deer or turkey?
Right.
You select the animal.
Is there an image of an intruder?
Yeah. There might be. But yeah, so you say you want to select a bear.
Sure.
Shows you bam, bam, bam. Every gun that's calibered big enough to shoot a bear.
Okay.
Turkey. These are the bullets small enough to shoot a turkey. You don't want to shoot a turkey.
Yeah, you don't want to
big
blow it up into pieces.
You're not left with the turkey. You're left with chicken.
You're left with shorba.
Yeah. Thanksgiving in one pull.
Yeah.
And but they have one option, and you click on, and so you have all these animals listed, and they have a picture of a T-Rex.
Okay.
And on their website, you click on T-Rex, and it filters all the guns that you can use to kill a T-Rex.
Yeah.
And this is the only one that comes up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
I'm ready. Jurassic Park. Let's do it.
What if we have an apocalypse? You're ready. You're ready to go. You got all these rifles. You got
Not really. Ammo's really expensive right now.
yeah.
I got
COVID.
yeah.
Like what? Everybody's like
Yeah,
panicking?
man, ammo ain't cheap. People think that America has guns everywhere. We got guns. We ain't got no bullets.
So you, I'm guessing, obviously, you are a proponent of gun ownership.
Oh man, asking the questions that are gonna.
Second Amendment.
I think the Second Amendment is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it does differentiate us from other countries.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a bad way, school shootings, mass
Sure.
murders.
Yeah.
What I think America needs to do is find a way to implement mental health checks, mental health awareness with gun purchasing.
Yeah.
Right? Maryland had instituted something very interesting where to get a handgun, you also needed to have a doctor write off to say that, hey, this
guy's not crazy.
This person's stable enough to handle it. Right? Like,
Okay.
I don't see...
He's crazy, but he's just stable enough to handle
let
it.
me look. No, he doesn't look like he has any darkness in him. But in many states, you have to go through rigorous background checks. While here in Virginia, I can go into the Walmart parking lot and buy an AK-47 out of someone's trunk.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, the Expo 28
Off
South
of Capitol
Walmart,
Expo. Yep. Mm-hmm.
would be
Chantilly, Virginia. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Yeah, you can buy an AK. Like, no questions asked. And they're like, are you a felon? No. Okay, well, here's your gun. No paperwork, no
Nothing.
background check, nothing.
You can have a fake ID.
Yeah, just here's the money.
Yeah.
Take the gun. You, as long as you said you're not a felon and you're a Virginia state resident, you walk away.
So what if that gun falls into like the wrong hands?
When it was first purchased, it was registered to you. Now you can say you sold it, and then the cops will go down that road, and you can try to provide proof of who you sold it to. But there's no recorded record system, right? You can, if you want to, you can do this sale in front of a police officer.
Like if I have an AK, right? Hypothetically, and I sell it to you, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm paranoid, right, about my own safety and everything, I'm gonna be like, dude, let me see your license. I'm gonna take a picture of it, just so I have it for my
No, you
record.
can go to a state police officer,
Okay,
and have them witness it, and then they can register this sale. Right?
okay.
They can make a record that this was witnessed passing from one owner to the next.
So you don't have to.
But that's not a requirement.
You don't have to register your guns in Virginia.
No, just walk away with that joint. I mean, in Maryland, you need to register your handguns, but you don't need to register your rifles. Rifles can be passed amongst family and stuff without any registration. So, I think America needs much stricter gun laws.
Yeah.
Not that you can't own a gun. I have many. I love them. I shoot them. I like to hunt.
Yeah.
I think that.
I mean, in Pakistan, people get married and they're just fire. Yeah, they're just fire away, right? It's like instead of fireworks, you're gunshots.
Yeah. Which is crazy because Pakistan has very strict gun laws and it's very hard to own a gun.
Oh, does
Pakistan.
it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very hard to own one unless you know somebody on the inside. But here, it's very easy to own one. So I think that they need to find a way to take mental health and put that in because you're not getting stable people shooting up schools. You're not getting stable people shooting up movie theaters and malls. These are people who have major issues.
Yeah.
And we need to find a way to better regulate who gets a firearm.
Yeah.
If that means that less people can buy them, by all means. Or if tomorrow the only cure for this was to say, let's give rid of them all, I will give all mine up. I have no problem doing it.
You would?
I would.
Really?
Yeah, man. The safety of our kids is more important than anything. Yes, I love my guns.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
You're not going to feel like,
my
my rights are being infringed upon.
Yeah, the tyrant King George is long gone. Tyrant Trump isn't going to be here that much longer, hopefully. So I'm not worried about my guns, but I am worried if I'm willing to give up my guns and it might inspire someone else to give theirs up and it saves lives at a school.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
So that's a very educated answer, right?
But if we incorporated mental health, visiting a doctor, visiting a psychologist or a psychiatrist before you purchased a gun, them having to write a prescription to say, okay, this guy is mentally healthy enough to buy a gun.
Why is that not normal? Why is that not put in place?
This is a weapon.
That just sounds. That just sounds
it's
normal.
It's not a toy. Let's not kid ourselves. It is a weapon.
Yeah.
And a gun is a weapon of mass destruction.
You have to pass tests to get a job.
Yeah, to get a driver's license,
right?
you have to rigorously go through all these, and yet I can go and buy a gun from the back of a trunk, and it's 100% legal. So I do think that we need much tighter regulation. I think that America should have a buyback program for, like, there's no reason I think for an assault rifle to be on the street. Those are military grade weapons.
Mm-hmm. It's semi-automatic, right?
Yeah, semi. Yeah, with a little bump stock.
Yeah, you're right. I mean that stuff is
that is a
war
weapon.
machine,
I can say that my rifle, right? I have a Weatherby, very long distance gun. It's a 30-06, beautiful gun. I mean, you can drop an elephant with this gun, but it shoots one bullet at a time.
Yeah.
Right, and then I pull.
You're gonna die
up.
by the time you put in the next bullet.
Yeah, this is a gun designed to hunt my food. Right, bring down a deer, which then I will smoke and serve to you guys.
Yeah.
So I did it for you.
All right.
But you're not hunting deer with a AK-47, AR-15, right? Tavor. These guns were not designed to do that. They are made to hunt people.
Why is that?
It is a weapon. Right?
A bullet's
Absolutely.
a bullet, right?
A bullet. Yeah, you're right. A bullet's a bullet, and a weapon's a weapon. But a deer is not going to be right next to you. That thing's going to be 100 yards away. And there are people out there good enough to knock a deer down with an AR-15 at 100 yards. But I bet you get a lot more people knocking that deer down with a 30-06 or an infield.
Because it's designed
for that purpose. The AR, the guy who made the AR, the guy who made the Kalashnikov, these are people with the intention to kill people. They had no intention of deer hunting. Their intention was oppression and murder of people. And so
what about defense? Like, hey, I got to defend myself.
Yeah, so if you have an army coming down on you, that AK ain't going to save you anyways. You're going to burn through that clip, and that army's going to get you anyways.
Yeah.
And if defense it's home defense.
What if I have a bunker?
You don't have a bunker? Why is this an if?
What if I have a bunker? Oh, you're telling me I don't have a bunker?
Why don't you have a bunker?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Why is it hypothetical? Why is there an if? I mean, you have younger siblings.
Maybe I just want to, just carry a lot of weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you have the right to as an American. I have the right to judge you for what you do with those weapons and how you present those weapons to the world. If you want to keep your AK, keep your AK. If you want to keep your AR, keep your AR. But don't give me some bullshit excuse that, it's my defense and it's for hunting. Because I can defend myself with my shotgun far better than you could with your AK. If you got to sit there and spray,
and I can defend myself with these guns.
Right? There you go. Like, right? You don't need. And if you are
welcome to the
so
gun show.
Bad at shooting a gun that you need something that gives you a spread, then you were playing with the wrong toy.
Yeah.
Get better.
And sometimes
get a gun where you shoot and the other one falls.
Yeah. I mean, dude, let's just be real. I think sometimes people play mind games, right? Like, you trick yourself. You justify things in your head just so you can get what you want.
Yeah.
Right? But if you just step outside the box, get outside your own head, you would never make that decision rationally.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I think a lot of us we do certain things in our life just to kind of, because we want it, right? And maybe it's cool, maybe we want to have it, right? And maybe it's fun, right? But any sort of logical, rational, thought process would not make you make that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if home defense is your intention, you're defending your home, a shotgun is the gun to go with. You're not going to use a AK-47 to defend your apartment, right? Yeah. This apartment is too small for that gun.
Right.
You're not going to do any damage to the person you're trying to kill. You're going to do damage to the guy upstairs.
Yeah.
So,
even a handgun, you don't want to have a handgun in this apartment.
Yeah,
either.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, if someone was cleaning their gun in this apartment, and hypothetically, someone who's not me, but someone else may hypothetically have been cleaning a gun in this apartment, and then they don't realize that there's bullet in the chamber, and they're playing with it, and click, 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 click,
and then boom, boom.
and then like, oh, let me dry fire against the wall, and then boom, and then next thing you know, there's a hole going through the wall, going over someone's toilet.
Yep.
And 2 years later, we find a bullet embedded in the wall.
And that's why you have to renovate the bathroom.
And now there is no bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All because of one bullet.
Yep. There is no bathroom.
Wow. Yeah, that's you present it in a way that's very thoughtful. It's there's a purpose behind it, right? It's not just I want to have a gun, so let me just freaking have a gun, right? Like there's levels to it.
Yeah, it's a weapon, and it has more than one bullet in it, right? My average gun can hold about 10 rounds. Mm-hmm. That's a weapon of mass destruction. When does it have to be? What's the number that has to be to call it mass, right?
Oh.
You just wiped out 10 people with this gun.
Right.
So you have to be able to understand that you hold something very dangerous in your hands, something that requires immense responsibility and respect.
So you're not of the mindset that I want to keep a gun or a collection of guns for self-defense.
No, I absolutely am. That's what my shotgun is for. That's what my uncle bought the shotgun for.
Like 5 shotguns?
Yeah. Why do I mean, yes, toys are fun. They're fun to shoot. They have different, they fire differently. You want to enjoy them when you're at the range.
Sure.
But if you're going to use them for their purpose, which is the killing of things, then if that's your excuse, if that's the reasoning why you define why you want guns, then you need to be able to say and not be a hypocrite and say, well, then I have a gun for this defense. That's what his job is, right? But if you have 300 guns, which is allowed, by all means have 300 guns, it's a legal American right, then call it what it is. It's not self-defense. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
It's bullshit. It's fun.
Yeah, man. You're just trying to have a good time, trying to shoot.
Yeah.
Just barrels of hay or targets or whatever it is. Just
own your shit.
Exactly. Don't give me some bullshit answer. Oh, I'm trying to protect my family.
Yeah.
There ain't enough hands to shoot 300 guns in this family.
Right.
What kind of khandan you talking about? There ain't no 300 bache in your khandan.
Right.
So why so many guns?
Be realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to have toys, you want to have different guns for different things. There are guys out there who can afford to have 10, 15 cars or 30 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, every car rides differently. You want to do different things with them. Mm-hmm. But call it what it is. Don't say, oh, yeah, I just need them so I can commute to work.